Mackenzie is microwaveable. Whoa, different location. Hello interweb, I'm Mackenzie and this is the review of The Fault in Our Stars. When they say great book, they mean supercalifragilisticexpialidociously awesome book, because that's an adjective. I haven't read a young adult book in a long time, and I think that's why I got through this book so quickly. So if you don't know, The Fault in Our Stars is written by John Green, who is also a vlogger on YouTube, and I will link downstairs. I haven't read any of his other books. This was the first one. So The Fault in Our Stars is about two kids who have survived or have cancer, and they meet in this cancer support group, and they fall in love, and they're both obsessed with this amazing writer who has kind of become a recluse, and they really want to know how his book ends because it didn't really have an ending. I really liked this book. I used to read a lot of Lurlene McDaniel, who writes stories about kids with terminal illnesses like cancer or something. My favorite one is the Angels trilogy, and I will link to Lurlene McDaniel's website downstairs. McDaniel's books kind of are predictable. Like, I was not expecting what happened in this book when Augustus used his wish to take Hazel to Amsterdam to meet their author. That was totally, you can really tell that John Green knows his literary stuff with all of the excerpts and letters from Peter Van Houten. It was so poetic and so lovely. I think it was last summer that I read this book called The Household Guide to Dying, and it was a lot like The Fault in Our Stars, where this woman is dying of breast cancer, I think, and she has some unresolved issues that she goes through and tries to kind of get some closure for. There are children playing. And then she orders her coffin and lets her kids decorate it. She's really obsessed with making sure that her children, who are really young, get all the advice from her that they need before she dies. And I felt like that was the same way with Augustus, who's really trying to make an impact on the world before he died and be a hero, make sure his life meant something. Green did a good job of seeing the other side, with Hazel serving as well, your life means something already because it means something to me, and that's all that matters. And I think he did a good job of showing both sides, whereas in The Household Guide to Dying didn't really show both sides. It's just from her perspective and making sure she got closure. And he really makes you think about not just life, but the little things that you probably don't think about unless you have a terminal illness. And I really like being challenged to think a different way and think about different things. The only thing I didn't like about this book is just this tiny, minuscule thing where it seemed like Green was trying a little bit too hard to sound like a teenager. I felt like some of it was a little bit forced. It didn't really affect anything. I still thought it was amazing, and I was crying so much in the end. I would just lock myself in my room so I could cry about it. So if you guys haven't read it, you should definitely pick up a copy at the bookstore or the library and read it, and you will love it, I promise.